It's actually FAMU's. I'm just going to go over this really quick again so I don't have to make this video over again. Okay, so wikis for collaborative team-based learning. We talked about how we can use it to collaborate, information sharing, group projects, participation, content development, engagement, communication. So, and this is an example of a class wiki for a teacher that has students able to go in and communicate. Okay. So again, no single member has all the information, so all can contribute if that's the way it's set up. Okay. Tracked edits, what do you think that means? That means I can see who's done what. Okay, and the teacher can see who does what. It can support team-based learning. You can do those small group projects and peer-to-peer interaction and all those types of things. So, standards-based wikis, those focus more on the standards that we'll deal with. For example, the 20 Sunshine State Standards for K through 12 schools and the Department of Education of Florida, which we will talk about Thursday, because that will be your third extra credit opportunity. You'll sign up for CPALMs. We'll go through all that. You can get your third extra credit opportunity Thursday just by being in class. Again, the first two, you're welcome to do them. You can do all three of them. They're all due the week before finals week, and that's a hard date. You give me something after that, it's not going to work. I'm not going to do it, okay? Because you have time to do it. But you can do all three extra credit opportunities for a total of 45 points, which is 3 quizzes. Okay. So we'll talk more about standards and having a standards wiki. We're not going to talk about having a standards wiki, but we will talk about standards more Thursday. All right, we're almost done. Wiki text and wiki quests. Okay, so the text is just the same thing that you're used to. The wiki quests are like web quests. If you remember, I talked about those, I think, 2 or 3 weeks ago. You can send the students on a wiki quest, where they're going to have to go to different wikis and get information and report back to you, and so forth and so on. So there's a link down there to Wiki Loves Africa, and this is actually about how there are so few wikis, number one, in Africa or about Africa, but it's a good article saying Africa gets the least coverage. So I could send them to websites, I could send them to other wikis and so forth and so on to do a wiki quest. We're almost done. Strategies. Again, we can have student roles. So if we have group projects for something, I can say I want a graphic designer. You're the graphic designer. You're the researcher. You're putting it all together, all that. So you all have roles, and that's good, because that way you have a role, you have a role, you have a role. If you don't do your role, guess what? You're going to get dinged, not them. Okay, and vice versa. And that's the way group projects should be. A lot of people don't like group projects. How many don't like group projects? Yeah, most of you in here hate group projects. Why? Because you're the one doing all the work, correct? Okay, so this is a way to alleviate that. You assign roles, and that's it. You don't do your role, guess what? You're getting dinged, not the group. And that's the way it is in life, okay? What are you going to be when you get out of here?
Psychologist.
Okay, well, all right.
What's wrong with
No, there's nothing wrong with being a psychologist.
you? Say, well,
I'm just saying there's not like a lot of group work between psychologists. You're going to have your own firm or whatever, practice and stuff like that. But So that's a bad example. But you may be on a board of some type of civic board or something like that. And you would have group work there, and damn it, you would be expected to do your part. What are you gonna do, journalism?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you're gonna do a lot of group work,
Right.
you know? And if you're not pulling your weight, you know, you're the one gonna be in trouble. In the professional world, you're gonna be the one in trouble, not everybody else, you know? And I'm the same way, you know, I'm on a lot of committees, I'm chairs of committees and so forth, and if my people aren't doing their stuff, you know, I gotta, what we call up here, gently remind them to do what they need to do.
Yeah, a gentle reminder.
Gentle reminder. And then if they don't, I gentle remind the dean to gentle remind them. So, but we really don't, but you know, you're getting paid. You're getting paid money. Or you're getting prestige for being on a board or whatever, you know, I mean, you know, it's something, so you gotta do this stuff, one of those stuff. Again, when we're using wikis or blogs or any other social media, we're gonna look at plagiarism, we've talked about that, you've done that, we know that. But then we can also do this stuff, we can assess it, and one way we can assess it is with rubrics, okay? And your assignment, I believe this week will be the online rubric that you'll make, which is pretty easy, fun, quick, another quick 100 points like the word cloud. I mean, what I'm gonna show you is pretty easy to do, okay, you just gotta do it. But rubrics are generally criteria, what needs to be done, and then, you know, it goes from really good to really bad, you know. And so you need to decide, okay, questions I get about rubrics are, how many criteria do I need for, you know, elementary school? How many do I need for college? How many do I need for, you know, middle school, high school? Well, there's no rule of thumb. It depends on you. I would say, you know, the smaller they are, the less you need. But, you know, we don't really use rubrics that much in kindergarten because they can't read the stuff yet. But for the parents, you know, you may have rubrics. So we don't use rubrics just all in school. We use them for all kinds of things, to assess all kinds of things. Formative and summative assessment, we use rubrics. I've been on many search committees for people going to be hired here at the university. I was on the search committee for our new dean, actually twice, because our first search failed. But we use the rubrics all the time to grade, you know, the people, you know, do they have any K through 12 experience? No, guess what, we're not even gonna talk to you. Okay, why do I want a dean that doesn't have any K through 12 experience? You know, huh?
I was thinking, you have experience with kids.
Right. So, you know, we use them for a lot of things. Okay? I believe I am done talking. Okay, thank you. I'll see you all Thursday. Be on time. Where's my sign-in sheet?
Right here.
Okay.
Okay.